Good evening, everyone. Tonight, a little girl fights for her life.
And now questions about whether the beating and neglect allegedly at the hands of her parents could have been prevented. News Channel 5's Nick Barris is here with exclusive details from inside the investigation.
The image really is heartbreaking. We have 3-month-old Adeline here in a hospital bed. Yes, she is fighting to survive. How she ended up there, well, now that is something that's raising a lot of questions.
I think it's a question of should and could.
Should the Tennessee Department of Children's Services have been able to prevent the horrible abuse? Adeline's parents were arrested this past weekend. Her father, Michael Fisher, charged with aggravated child abuse. Her mother, Brooklyn Tidwell, charged with aggravated child neglect. Tidwell has a history. The state removed 2 of her other children back before Adeline was born. Some wonder, shouldn't DCS have known Tidwell had another child who could be at risk?
The Department of Children's Services does not work to oversee adults. That's why it's called the Department of Children's Services.
Attorney Jim Todd is a former prosecutor in juvenile court. He says DCS likely closed the mother's case when the other 2 children were safely removed. The agency would not have known about the baby unless someone filed a new report concerned about Adeline. At this point, it's unclear if anyone did that.
It's possible that the Department of Children's Services could have followed this woman, but given the resources that they have and the workload that they have, that is extremely unlikely.
Still, others wonder why the father, who prosecutors say implicated himself in the beating of the baby, is charged with child abuse and not attempted murder. In Tennessee, the penalty for both is the same, 15 to 30 years. Todd thinks both parents will face more charges.
You can have attempted murder, aggravated child abuse, you can have all those together, and when it comes out of the grand jury, I bet they will be.
For now, the focus is on Adeline. She has broken bones and internal bleeding. The family, who does appreciate all the thoughts and prayers for the little child, sees small improvement, but says there is still a long way to go. Nick Barris, News Channel 5.